Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Look at, guys, it's still sunny outside. I'm actually going to, while it's still sunny outside, go upstairs and share with you guys the insulation. Now that that's all done, we're just waiting on the drywall to be done upstairs, and we're done as far as like our part, you know, or we're not doing the drywall. I mean, we're done like kind of on our end of what we can still do up until the drywall and floors get in, and then we can paint. But we, I think my dad said like at some point this week he's going to do a little bit of touch-up stuff. I don't really know. Probably take him like an hour at most to do it, but he said that he's going to call our drywaller and have them schedule or plan on, hopefully if they're available, come out next week to be able to do it. So that's really awesome. But I thought I'd take you guys upstairs to go and see it, since I actually didn't see it at all. My dad finished it yesterday. We were at the birthday party for my cousins, and so it was dark though when we came home, so I was like, I'm probably not gonna be able to really see much of anything anyway, because we have no lighting upstairs right now. So that is why I'm gonna go see it for the first time now. Well, my dad just came home actually. He was like, oh, did you see upstairs yet? And I was like, oh no, I haven't. And so I decided I'll take you guys along and see it too. All right, guys, so I think I've shared with you guys in the past. There's so much stuff up here, it's funny. I think I showed you guys when we at least had like everything built sort of and stuff like that. And I think I didn't share with you guys even too when we got the new windows in, but there's still obviously tons of construction stuff. Like this is actually stuff we got to get rid of. These were the old windows, we got to get rid of those. There's currently no door on the attic right now. There's all this electric, which is, I think some of it might be live, like the stuff that is wire nutted off. Some of it is not, but obviously like we don't, the only thing that is done actually is the attic. When we redid the electric up here, we did add that. This used to actually be here in this box with the other stuff. This way it's in here and you can flip it on and off from in the attic. But that is, you know, like I said, that's into our attic. But I think my dad still has to actually do the drywall, or not the drywall, the insulation here. I just realized that. I wonder if that's what he meant. He still had like a little bit to do, because he was like, I still have to do over by the door, and this makes the most sense as to where he still needs to do. But like I was saying too, we have to get rid of some of this stuff. This is actually stuff that's supposed to be sort of in the attic, but I think when my dad was working, he might have moved some of the stuff around. But these were the new windows that we got put in. This one here, I was telling you guys too how we've never had windowsills upstairs, but when they redid the window, because they did have to sort of reframe it. I don't know if you guys can tell, like that's old wood, that's the new wood, because they were a tiny bit smaller than just like the actual fit of the windows, because we didn't get them like custom like done. We just bought them from Menards, but our, again, window guy was able to just put those in, and then also put in window sills for us, which like I said we never had here. So this actually area, which again too, it looks so cool since now it's actually insulated. I'm not sure if my dad is going to do the insulation piece here, but this is actually going to, I'd go downstairs if I were you. Hey, I don't want you to step on something. Go downstairs. Go downstairs. Go downstairs. We're actually going to make this into a little shelf thing, because this is going to be my mom's closet sort of thing in here, and it's like makeup table sort of thing. But this is actually, I think, the exhaust for either the shower. I think it's for the shower, because I want to say the toilet one is over there. It's actually, you can see it inside of the attic. But this is something else, because it is, you can't see it now, there's a pipe that runs through here, and then they just encased it in wood. So we were like, well, we can't do anything with it. We didn't want to make the room smaller to meet up to this. We're like, and obviously again too, we can't do much with that. And I was like, this though, this right here is going to be perfect. I already checked. There's still enough room, I think, even for the insulation when they put it in. But you guys know those like traditional size sort of like they have different ones like IKEA, like the cube storage sort of things. It fits perfectly in this. So what we're going to do is make little shelves in here, and my mom's going to have this whole thing pretty much be cube storage. She can either use like it for actual, again, those like you can get them in like the fabric drawers kind of thingies that, you know, pull out the cubes, or like they have nicer like wicker ones and stuff like that. But she can do that, or she can just leave it without, and she wants to put shoes on there, hats, whatever. But it was a perfect space that was like, my dad's like, well, let's just like cover it over, you know, just like, we'll just leave it like that. And I was like, what are you gonna do with that little space there? And I was like, wait, my brain is got ideas. So like I said, that's what we ended up doing. But we did end up insulating the inside interior walls as well, so there's that. And then over here, so we could do big giant construction space. It is still a work in progress pretty much. But that space over there is my dad's like closet space. Again too, there's some stuff that's kind of supposed to be in the attic and supposed to be up here and is in this room instead. So like, because we had to move a ton of stuff out of Jack's room when they just came and redid the door and window in there. So anyways, we have stuff that's up here that really shouldn't be up here. That's just up here right now because it's the only space we can kind of shove things. So we have everything else that was in this room in the attic, and normally that would just go in the attic when we need to, like, again, temporarily store things. But anywho, my parents' bed is going to go actually sort of right here. That's why we did these. They're going to be little sconce lights on either side with little switches and outlets so that my parents have outlets on either side, charge up phones, all that kind of stuff. We also got this new window replaced also with the windowsill. Again, same, I think these were actually all the same windows. The same thing over here as well. And so this, we're actually going to be doing a built-in sort of like book nook space. We have a little light that's going to go over this space, and then the switch though for that's actually over here. That's the way we ran it. And then like I said, we're going to do possibly with like use the IKEA Billy bookshelves or something like that, or even do like custom built bookshelves. But like we can do the IKEA ones. I think honestly probably cost the same much because those are super cheap like book shelves. And you can kind of just do them and then kind of cut them, because we're going to have to do that for like this part. So like I said, we can probably do that, or we'll just do our own built-in custom kind of little shelves. And then we're going to do a window seat, but it's actually going to kind of be my mom's hope chest thing that's going to go down there, and she's going to do like I don't know if she's gonna do like fabric over it, but she wants to have that still, and we were like, well, why don't we just use that? It would like work out perfectly. And then she's gonna do like cushions on it, that kind of stuff. These are also old windows again too, got to get out of here. But then in this space, this is going to be my parents', oh well, no, this space is my parents' bedroom. This over here is my mom's office, where we're basically just going to be moving my mom's desk from downstairs, and it will fit in the space perfectly along. It comes up to probably around under this window, and it actually runs in an L all the way along here. So super awesome space. This is also going to have sliding barn doors on it, and so like I said, that's my dad though pretty much got most of the insulation done. Like I said, I don't know if he's gonna like do this stuff here, like the little things, and then like I said too, I know he has to do that, probably that one as well. And then I noticed too over here he shoved a lot, because this is actually, this whole angle used to go all the way down to like there. We built in this wall because we wanted it to be completely like flat there. So these are all new that we built in so that we didn't have like a weird angle thing running underneath this space that was like also in this space. So we just covered that over, but there's like a extra like unopened unused space that's underneath here, so my dad actually just shoved extra insulation in there just to keep it warmer. But I noticed there isn't anything here, which again I don't think he needs, because literally that is insulated and that is insulated, like it's all insulated still all through this space. But I don't know if he wants to do that extra spot there or not. But again too, he finished mainly yesterday, he finished all the stuff that was in this interior wall, which he originally wasn't going to do. Then he decided he was going to do it just because it also helps with the sound barrier, which I've noticed like it used to be very echoey up here. All of a sudden I can tell that there's a huge difference between that, but it looks really awesome. Like I said, he just probably going to finish that stuff. This even too, this was on the back of Jack's door, it's now up here, and like those were underneath Jack's bed. Like I said, we moved a whole bunch of stuff that was in his room out because we had to get them in there here to do the sliding glass door and his bedroom window. So, and we couldn't have that stuff in there because there wasn't enough room to walk around and be able to do it. So anyways, yeah, our project is coming right along. This is, like I said, I haven't showed you guys this in a while, and I'm not even sure like how recently, if I even showed you guys. I assume I kind of showed you guys when the walls was up, but or like when my dad put the walls up, but like I didn't, you know, it didn't feel like a wall because everything was just open. It was just the studs. Now it kind of feels like there's two separate rooms up here, which is kind of cool. Like I said, they're going to do the barn doors up here on this, and my mom will have her own kind of, you know, quiet office space, and then my parents' bedroom will be up on this side of the room, which I think is really awesome. So and then my mom, like I said, she got that little closet space, which originally was going to be both my parents, but when we measured, my mom has 2 dressers and a makeup table, and it wasn't going to fit. Actually, if this again too wouldn't have been here, everything would have fit and it would have just been both their closets. But because this was here, we couldn't get another dresser in, and then we were like, well, we could maybe put my dad's dresser here, but even too, it stuck out a little further. And then how deep the bed's going to be, like it'll probably be about to like here or so. So it will take up a pretty, again, it's a queen size bed, it'll take up a decent amount of space, but like between that and the dresser, we won't be able to walk through here. And then if we didn't want to do the, the book nook kind of thing over there, we would have been okay. But again too, it's just a really nice kind of thing that we already kind of had planned out and everything. So that's why then we ended up adding in that space that was originally attic. And now, like I said, there's less attic space, so some of the stuff that we need to, that was downstairs, and it's going to come up here, but we're not putting it up here right now, but we had to. So that's why, like I said, there's a handful of boxes of stuff. Those are the bins that I mean. Those are the size ones, those little cube bins. That was also under Jack's bed. Those ones are the ones that can fit in that closet space just perfectly. I already measured. I actually took one I have in my closet and measured it with it, and checked to see if it fit, and it did. So like I said, I thought I'd just share with you guys what that looks like upstairs, since like I said, I've seen it for the first time. I'm seeing what it looks like. It feels like sort of with actual walls in here, which is awesome. And eventually the idea is possibly even this space gets turned into a bathroom, like way down the line. For right now, that this is what it is. But like I said, way possibly down the line, it might turn into a bathroom. So that's why too, we kind of had the lighting kind of stuff done, because like that's going to be over my mom's makeup table. But again too, if you want to, you can always use it as like a vanity light over a sink. And then too, it has another light up there, which is run to that switch there. So anyways, like I said, I thought I'd just share with you guys that for today, since like I said, I'm seeing this for the first time up here and getting to share with you guys it and getting to see it as well. Like I said, where it actually feels like a real room. I'm sure it'll feel even more like a real room when we have the drywall done, but everything now that is in this room has to be out so that they can do the drywall. That's what they said. They said most likely just to keep everything moving fast there, instead of like having stuff on one side of the room, because they'll probably like hang all the drywall like in a day or two. And so instead of being like, okay, like halfway through they're doing like this space, now okay, now take everything and move it in there, like we got to get this room completely cleared out. So like I guess that's the next thing that actually has to be done. But like I said, I thought I'd just share with you guys that for today. Well guys, it is some time later, but I'm gonna take a shower and get to bed. Like I was showing you guys earlier with the upstairs and everything, I'm just happy that we are like one step closer to finally being done with everything and finally getting the rooms moved around and everything like that, because there is a couple of pieces that I've been like wanting to get for my room that I'm gonna buy from IKEA, and I was like, I'd like to do it like soon hopefully, but I don't want to buy it and then just have it sitting there without putting it together. And so like, because I don't, if something happens and there's like a piece missing or something like that, and I buy it like, and don't get it put together for like 2 months or 3 months or something like that, because that might be the amount of time it takes to actually get the rooms like situated and moved around and stuff like that. Once we're finally done upstairs, like I'm sitting here, like I said, with that stuff and don't have it built, and then when I go to build it, piece is missing or something's broken or something like that. Sometimes they don't always, like they're like they're under like a 30 or 60 day kind of thing where like, for you to, again, say, oh, this was broken when I, put it together or whatever. So I don't want to get the stuff and then wait and then not put it together right away. So like basically I want to get it and put it together, but again, I have nowhere to put it together right now and nowhere to store any of the pieces or anything like that. So, that's another thing too, is that like, there's those kind of things. And getting things kind of just put back everything, where it belongs and stuff like that. But like, because I am like, I need to get some of this stuff out of my room. I need to get some of the things better organized in my space as well. Like it's starting to stress me out. And so, like I don't have a dresser. Like I was telling you guys too, those little, cube organizers, that's what I have in my closet that I basically use kind of as a dresser. But like I want to have an actual dresser. Like I don't have that. I haven't had that in forever, and so I'm like, I want to get that. And like I said, I just have to wait till I can actually put it together. So anyways though, I will see you guys though in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all for Sunshiny Faces tomorrow. So bye guys.